Can you imagine having the best educational institutions, access to appropriate medical health care, and still feeling the need to oppress a group of people, being the black people, who have struggled to find a particular place due to the systematic procedures that have taken place in America? Can you imagine, furthermore, convincing yourself in every degree possible that you are better than that black person? Can you imagine the extent you go through to prove that your supremacy is above the world, despite providing no biological evidence or historical research or knowledge of Africa or black people at all? But the Americans, and those who choose to abide by the American law, still have the audacity to throw such discrimination and hatred towards the black man, which when the black man wakes up, he will realize that he did not wake up hating himself. He did not wake up feeling like he was inferior. He did not wake up questioning what his purpose was. It was nothing more than the white people who show their insecurities, their fear, and their inability to establish ethical culture, which can actually help to grow the world rather than destroy it at the hands of their own kind. And it is quite funny when you realize this, because if you have so much, right, and just to put perspective, for I would say white people or even people in general in America, if you have perspective and you actually assess what's going on around the world, you would realize how privileged you are to be living in such a vastly growing economy, with access to dental care, with access to medicine, with access to education. And the fact that you still remain dissatisfied to the point where you have to wake up and actually leave your life to go on the offense to attack someone who represents a highly underrepresented group. If that is the life you live, I'm just gonna tell you straight up, I feel really bad for you. I just don't know how to express the level of compassion I have for that pain and that hatred that you possess, and that you try to deploy into our world. And like, nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear you. If you're deploying that level of negativity, you really understand that it really is nothing but self-hatred. It is nothing more than a group of people who are dissatisfied with themselves, who are dissatisfied with their money, who have been taught perhaps the wrong things about life and about, should I even go as far as saying, humanity and social dynamics. And perhaps they've been taught the wrong thing about themselves, because the black community, you will realize, once you have thoroughly understood the roots and the culture of the black man, we have enough evidence to show that the black man was living well. He was chilling, he was living with his family, he had his own land, he had his own farm, he had his own animals, he had his own trading, he had his own settlements. And it only took the white people from America who were dissatisfied and were not satisfied with their own, to take the lives of the black people and try and colonize them. And you may say that this was a prehistoric event. However, what we are witnessing and experiencing today is nothing more than the mental and psychological attempts to try and control the black man by making the black man feel inferior about his black identity and about his black culture and about what he stands for as a black man. And I'm gonna tell you straight up, if you ever go to war with a grounded black man, you are going to lose. If you get in the ring with a grounded black man, you are going to lose. If you go toe to toe with a black man who has a foundation of nothing but struggle throughout his elders and throughout his own life, your phony little fairy tale world will crumble at even a glimpse of what that black man has to endure and what that black man has to go through, right? Your soft cracker behind would not even survive a single breadcrumb towards the oppression of the black people. If you know what somebody has had to experience, and I know white people are intelligent enough to really understand the experience of the black man. If you know what the black man has had to go through, and you still deploy that self-hatred just because you aren't happy with your life, you can't be on planet Earth. And that is a simple way I'm going to put it. You should just drink yourself in the medicine cabinet. You would be better off doing that than suffering, taking more people out because you refuse to live an adequate life. I'm not joking around right now. Open your medicine cabinet and just dump it all in yourself, right? And toss yourself off. You really would be better off because you know what black people have been through. Hundreds and years of brutality, broken families, broken economies, and till this day, black people are at the bottom, and you still have the audacity to push someone down below the ground as if there haven't been millions of us who have experienced that. You are a straight piece of garbage, and I'm telling you right now, off your neck. Simple as that. This is 2026, okay? The black man has a voice and the black man has a direction, and he needs to come to the realization that this lack of motivation is not his lack of motivation. It is the white people trying to fabricate his reality and trying to make him feel like he is inferior, trying to make him feel like he has no say, trying to make him feel like he has no purpose when he knows he has a purpose. His purpose is to survive. His purpose is to develop solutions for his family, to put food on his mom's plate, to put food on his daughter's plate. I'm gonna tell you straight up, if anybody ever tries to get in the way of me putting food on my family's plate, I really do think the authorities would take both of us by the time we're done. One of us would be going to the ambulance and the other would be going into custody because you are straight up the worst pile of cow manure, of dog, of complete horse, bee, bull. All right? Do you understand what I'm saying? If you still have the audacity in 2026 to take a black man's life, knowing that the system already does that, knowing that your economy has already been established to do that, you would hurt yourself and you would be better off just cutting yourself off. Right? Take yourself to your medicine cabinet and get well. Take yourself to your liquor or whatever these racist white people use to cover their pain and get well. Because the day you ever think you're going to oppress and harm another black man and psychologically distress another black man away from his ability to get an education, away from his ability to get a job, away from his ability to really grasp the important concepts of life, it's over.